All right, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about this super budget-friendly HID projector build. I think I've got a total of $300 in these, and today we're going to take a look at the quality of the cutoff, the quality of the projectors, and kind of go through what it took to build these and how much each component is. So if you want to hear about that, keep watching. There's a pole there. All right, so I'm gonna do my best to duplicate what it looks like in person. So these are the highs and lows, and it looks pretty much exactly like this on the camera. I got this new iPhone 12 that I'm filming with, and they did a really good job at duplicating what it looks like. So this is actually what it looks like. There's a bit of a hot spot right here with the highs on, and there's a blue line right here. And I don't know if that's the difference in quality in $30 projectors and really nice ones, but that's there, and it's not on the other side, which is interesting. But anyway, I don't know, maybe that's the quality control that makes projectors more higher quality and more expensive. But I mean, that is just, it's an absolute night and day difference between the what I had and what these are. So now we're gonna turn on just the lows. So these are the low beams. So that's a little better adjusted. So that's just the lows, and this is at 35 feet. So this line is right at 40 inches, and the center of the headlight is at 44. So there's a bit of a taper downhill, and that'll keep people from getting blinded. That blue line is what I'm thinking is the difference in quality. I don't really know what that blue line is about, but you really can't see that when you're driving down the road, and I'm gonna do a video on that as well. But yeah, overall, I'm super happy with them. There are a few things that I would have done different. I took the solenoids out of the high beams so that I can't, hey, get down. What do you think you're doing? So that I can't run them all the time, and I wish I would have wired them so that I can just flip the brights on, and the solenoids on both projectors just flips down. That would have been, you know, even more of a light output, but I'll do that on the next build. All right, so here are the cheap projectors. This is low beams only, and then just flipped on the high beams. So it'll take them just a second to warm up. Might have to do this on the way home. Ignore my windshield, it's filthy. Yeah, I think these are awesome. I mean, $300, ignore my windshield, again, it's terrible, I know. 300 bucks. I think that's legit. So there you go. Man, the difference in these headlights is absolutely insane. Like, the cutoff, it's not blinding anybody, it's not like shining anybody's rearview mirrors, but I can finally see at night, and it just makes driving the truck all that much better. All right, so I was gonna do a build video, but when reviewing the footage, it was absolutely all over the place. I have a really hard time thinking and talking at the same time, so the footage was just a mess. So I decided instead I would just walk y'all through how to build these headlights, what I did myself, and kind of give y'all a quick tutorial. So basically, the link to everything is going to be down below. I think I have around $300 in these headlights. Everything was off Amazon, and it was really cheap build. I can see where the quality comes into play with higher quality projectors and HIDs. But for $300 compared to, or around $300 compared to $800 to $1,200, it was fun, and I think it was worth it. But we'll see how time plays out. But basically, you just bake your headlights. I baked them at 270, which I think was too hot because my parking lights actually warped on the lens, so I'll have to fix that eventually. But you basically bake these headlights, pull them apart. It was pretty easy when the glue got hot enough. Pull the reflector housing out. Some of them have 3 ball joints, and then this one these had 2 ball joints and a little clip at the top where the adjustment sat. So I just had to pull that apart and then spray the reflector housing with purple power, and it takes all the chrome off, and then spray paint them with Duplicolor and do the same thing for the shrouds. And then you do have to do a pretty good bit of trimming for the high beam. I basically dremeled out an oval shape to fit the oval shaped projector into them, and trim less than you think you need, and then go back and you can always trim more. There was a little bit of trimming on the headlight bezel to fit the HIDs in. And then I painted this little shroud as well. It was already black, but I went ahead and painted it too, just to make it glossy. And then put it back together. Overall, it was pretty easy. I can understand why people charge so much, but it was really fun to do myself. And in the future, I'll do it again, just with higher quality things if these don't end up working out, especially higher quality HIDs. I think that's where the money's really worth it, because these flicker already, and they're just not the same color, just little things that here and there. But the projectors themselves, I'm pretty impressed with for 30 bucks. They were 30 bucks for a pair, Nile projectors. So anyway, that's in a very big nutshell, or very little nutshell, how I built these headlights. If you don't think you can do it, give it a shot. It was really fun just trying, and I was like, if I totally screw this up, it was still fun just working on my truck. Shout out to my wife for getting me all these parts for my birthday. She's my biggest fan, my biggest supporter. So that's it for this video. If you like this content, please consider subscribing. It costs nothing, and if you don't like my content, you can always unsubscribe. It really helps out. Give it a like if you feel like it, and comment below what your experiences are with building headlights. That really help me out in the future and help others out as well. I got a lot of my information off of Headlight Junkies, so all the guys there are really helpful and know what they're talking about. So anyway, stay tuned for more content. Got more stuff coming.